What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fresh Bite Podcast, episode 5, numero 5. I'm here with my boy. Like always, we rolling and shit, trying to get another episode for you guys and shit. Yeah, so hope you guys will have a wonderful weekend. But yeah, my boy, what's up? How was your weekend and shit?
Good. Just want to say what's up, everybody. Welcome back to your Fresh Bites podcast. We're doing it every week. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I had a cool week. Just a quick one that I had to tell you, man. There was a fight at one of the spots I go to. It's called the Mermaid, but AKA La Sirenita, right?
La Sirenita.
La Sirenita's the shit. So we roll up like literally 30 minutes before it shuts down, right? And we're chilling.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, my wife's like, last call. And then, all right, my wife's like, I'm going to go use the restroom, get one more drink, and we're out. I was like, cool, let's do it. And I'm there chilling. And I was talking to my boy, the security guy. That was cool as hell, right? And out of nowhere, like, there was this Caucasian dude just at the bar trying to order his last call. And then I see his boy coming behind him. And he just straight out socks him, bro. Like, no argument, no questions. Like, he just socks him in the back. And this dude, the guy he socked this boy, he was like at least 6 feet something. So he was tall as hell, dude. So he just turned around like nothing happened to him. Grabs that fool by his neck, bro, and just, wow, he pushes his ass all the way back to a table. And blam, he breaks the fucking table. Drinks were flying everywhere. People were all panicked out, right? And I was just like, dang, look at this. And right away, my boy, the security guard, just rushed him and was like, hey, that's enough. But this was the funny part, man, that as quickly as that thing escalated and started, that's how quick it just ended. Like, those fools were just like, whatever, they didn't even exchange words, they didn't say shit, they didn't cuss at each other. They just got up and left together like nothing ever happened. Just like, you know, it was normal for these guys to do that. It was just weird. Even the security guard looked at me like, you seen this shit? I was like, hey, I don't know, man, whatever. It's less problems for the business, so just let them go.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they paid their drink, you shouldn't care, man.
That's crazy because it's rare. It's rare when you hear some shit like that, you know, because nowadays, like, dude, I'm not leaving till I fuck you up. When somebody gets fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, I need to see you in the ground or some shit, you know? But
I mean, especially that his boy snuck up behind him, you know, and just fucking socked him. I was like, what the hell happened?
That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
dude, some shit annoying me. I'll probably will fuck you, bitch. Like, what the fucking shit, you know?
And it's been a minute. I haven't seen a bar fight because, like, everybody just seems to behave and shit, you know. But
yeah, it's been a minute. I haven't seen one either and shit. And then, like, I probably haven't seen one. I probably, when I see it, I'll probably be like, oh shit, like, you know, I'll probably be like, you know, like tripping out and some shit, you know?
Yep. Yeah, it caught me off guard for real.
That's crazy, but thankfully it didn't escalate to nothing else and shit, you know?
Nah, it was like that quick, wham, bam, let's go home and, you know, have another beer. I don't know what the hell they were going to do, but it was weird, man. But I just had to share that story that happened this weekend for me.
I know, I remember me and you went and shit with your wife and shit. That was pretty dope spot and shit, you know?
Yes, it's legit. I like that they have DJ at night, so it's cool.
Oh, yeah, they had a DJ. And when we went, they were playing some good-ass music and shit, you know?
Yep. Really good stuff, man.
We did kick the last week with your wife and shit, your house and shit, you know, where a boy and shit at the bar and shit, you know.
Yeah, it was cool.
Shout out to him and shit. He took care of us and shit. It was pretty dope and shit, you know. We kicked it for a little bit, and it was pretty a dope weekend for me too and shit, you know. Even though like I had to work and shit, but you know I always managed to have a good weekend and shit.
It's a must. You have to make the best of what you got, right?
Hell yeah, bro. You know, you gotta go make some money, but then at the same time, go have a good time.
Yep. So, I want you to share a story you sent me earlier this week. I was like, what the hell is tripping out on that? Like, I got it when I was at work, so I like briefly looked at it, and then until I got home, I was like, oh dang. But tell us a little bit about that one. It was pretty dope.
The Nazis, bro. So yeah, I woke again. Every time I wake up, there has to be something going on. You know, so it's all the East Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everybody out there, we're in the West Coast and shit, you know, Pacific time and shit, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I woke up, and then it was already going breaking news, you know. because it's a Pride Month and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I woke up and then 30. It was 31. It was by the way, it was in Idaho. They caught 31 masked Nazi supremacists rolling in a U-Haul and shit. They were gonna go to the I guess they had a parade in Idaho for the Pride Month, and who knows what the fuck they were gonna do over there and shit, but we didn't want to know. Thankfully, it didn't escalate to nothing else and shit. But they all got arrested. Yeah, I was just tripping out. Like, damn, like, dude, like, hate. I really think hate is it's a really like a big what is it, like a big word and shit. When you throw hate in there, it's a big word and shit. But for 30 for being 31, fools getting masked and shit, going in the U-Haul to go hit that pride, bro. Like there, you could tell already that's like not cool at all, bro. Like to me, it's just like it is what it is. You are where you are and shit. Don't fuck with them and shit. Like they don't fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like let them live and shit. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, like when I seen that shit, I was like, damn, bro, like why you gonna go ruin somebody else day or life with that? Because we don't know like what the fuck they were gonna do and shit. But thankfully it didn't escalate. Like, why you gonna go ruin those lives and shit? And then like when they haven't done nothing to you, you know what I mean? Like to me, it's just like it's cool, bro. You are where you are. You do you and shit. But it's like don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. Like like just let them live life and shit. I always said that shit. I always say that shit. Like I don't care where you are or who you with or how the fuck you wanna be and shit. Just I'm not gonna fuck with your life, bro. That's your decision and shit. So thankfully they got him and shit. Nothing else escalate because man, we been having fucking too many fucking stories about horrific fucking crimes or shit going on and shit. Like dude, there's this they have Pride Month for a reason and shit. Let them celebrate. You know what I mean? They ain't fucking with you and shit.
It was 31, and to me it was like, you're deep. Like, you weren't going over there to celebrate. You were going over there to not only
Damn.
disrupt but harass them. Like, they were gonna do something bad. So I'm kind of glad they stopped it, and it didn't turn out to nothing hateful. But I did hear that they got charged with hate crime because they
Oh
were
yeah,
wearing like
yeah,
T-shirts, and stuff that were just hating on other races or other cultures or how people want to live.
yeah,
Um, but what's also cool is like the clip that I saw. It was a bunch of Caucasian cops arresting these guys, and it's not like they were being lenient or they were choosing because there was a certain race to treat them any differently. Nah, man, they had them on the ground on their knees. They had
yep,
the zip ties on them behind their back. So I felt like the police actually did their jobs correctly on that. um, I don't know if they found weapons. I don't think they did because I didn't hear any of that being disclosed. But the
yeah. I
fact
mean,
that
either.
they were gonna be trouble out there, I'm just glad they just stopped that, man. I'm glad.
Yeah, bro. Like to me, it's just like I thankfully because we like you said, we don't know if they have weapons and shit, but thankfully it didn't escalate to nothing else. But yeah, they're rolling deep, because even if they didn't have weapons, but they were gonna go do fuck up their days over, to that parade and shit, like
I
you said,
agree.
they probably could have harassed them, talk shit, and then or like something like because lately and shit, because we have another topic and shit that we're gonna talk about that it was kind of related to that shit. We're just gonna be like like it's too much hate, you know what I mean? Like I mean it's always been around, but for you to go 31 deep in shit, already thinking with that mind, oh, we're gonna go do this tomorrow and shit. It's gonna be Pride and shit, and then let's gather as many people we can and shit, and then you gotta rent a U-Haul, my boy. Like, dude, like that's how like shit was gonna go down, But like I always said, bro,
Yep.
like let people live, man. Like they don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with them and shit. Like they ain't paying your bills and shit. Like if they're not paying your bills and shit, or they're not giving you whatever the case it is and shit, you cannot fuck with them and shit. So let them live and shit. Let them do their shit because when we celebrate our shit, whatever case it is, your birthdays or fucking Mother's Days or whatever it is. I know it's nothing like similar to that shit. I know a lot of people that at my job, they're from that Pride and shit, so and they're cool people, bro. Like like yeah, we fuck around talking like that, but they never to extend that. Hey, bro, like I don't like this from you. You know what I mean? Never to that extent. They're always, like, cool peeps and shit. Uh, so yeah, bro. Like, I thank God they got them and shit. They have to pay for what they did, and then I hope they keep getting more people like that and shit, bro. Because we don't need this in this world and shit. We're already going through so much.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally agree. It's too much of that, and I feel like now, like you see a lot more of that because anybody could record it. You have social media that exposes these people, and in a way, that's good because we need that transparency. We need to expose these people, and they should be ashamed of doing things like that, But unfortunately, we live in that
Yeah,
world where we still have to deal with that kind of racism. Uh, but I mean, we could only hope to leave it in the hands of the law, and hopefully, they take care of something like that. But I'm just glad again that they stopped those 31 individuals, and nothing happened during the gay pride celebration and everything they were gonna do. So
yeah.
good, big shout out
But
to them.
yeah. Shout out to them and shit. Shout out to the Pride community and shit. Because I'm telling you, I know people at work and shit. I actually I have somebody that I know that we actually went in the same year I started working and shit at my spot, and like that. Ever since then, that fool's been true on and shit. So yeah, man. So shout out to the LBTQ community and shit. You just let them live. Let them do life and shit. Stop hate. Stop racism and shit. But yeah, shout out to them, and just stop fucking hate, man. Let them live your life and shit.
On another note, I know there was something else that we had pending on that was kind of close to it, but we were talking about how the cops are doing their job and we give them heads up. But out here where we live in El Monte, there was a couple cops that got shot, and they were killed
Tragedy,
during a
bro.
shootout. Man, it was crazy because they were on a duty call. They were called to service, and they went to this motel where it was known to be shady. That all kind of shady people went there, and
Yeah,
drug deals happened there. So it wasn't the best call to get, right? And it was allegedly a stabbing. Some dude was stabbing his girl. That's what went out on the call. Nobody knew for a fact. Uh, Two cops arrived at the scene, and right away they started getting shot at. Man,
they got
they
ambushed, my
both.
boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounded like. It's like if you just show up and then they start shooting at you, man, it's not cool. But anyway, um, they returned fire. Unfortunately, both of them got shot during the exchange, and the I know the shooter actually got killed on site, bro. Like that dude,
Yeah,
he got shot there and there, and he died. And apparently, this guy had done some jail time. Like they knew that he was no good. I mean, not at the time, but when they arrived, they were just like answering to any regular call. But when they got there, they got shot up. They returned fire, and yeah, the cops actually were transported to the hospital, but they died, man. The dude actually died on the scene. I'm not sure how many shots he received, but he was shot on scene and died there at the motel's parking lot as he was fleeing, trying to flee. But that's crazy, man, because it's like being a cop. I'm sure is not easy. You don't even know what you're getting into. You don't even know what kind of car you're going to respond to. If you're going to get shot at, if it's the last time you're going to go home, if you're going to get
yeah,
stabbed, like it could be random, and this shows right here where like, uh, in the line of duty is like those guys just, they clock in, but sometimes they don't clock out. They check out. And it was sad to hear about this shooting, man.
do that I don't like is that regardless what we talk about cops and shit, I always say that you guys, if you guys been watching the episode, I always say that's not the way to go out and shit. You know what I mean? They're doing their job. They got called for a reason and shit. Regardless, whatever they were or how they were and shit, that was not the way to go out and shit. You, like you said, beast, like. they got called to go to this motel and shit for allegedly somebody getting stabbed and shit. They show up, they got ambushed and shit. And it's fucked up because keep in mind they have families and shit. And now they're not gonna go back to their families and shit. So it's fucked up. We should not go through shit like that. Because like I said, nobody should go out that way and shit. Um, and yeah, bro, like that guy, he's I think allegedly potential from a gang and shit. And then I still it's for the cops to still manage and I guess shoot him and shit, and then he died at the scene. The suspect died at the scene and shit. That's crazy. Like I just wonder what was their last moments and shit for them to still got a chance and shoot the suspect and shit. But
Yeah, and this is where like you kind of see both sides of the coin because at least here in LA, there's a huge disconnect with police. A lot of police officers get bad rep, but this is the truth of it, that there's good police officers and there's bad police officers.
yep.
But when we just see the bad side, it kind of sucks because all the good ones are just put in the darkness with the rest of them. But
It's like they say, like for one, everybody pays and shit.
Yeah, that's true. And that kind of happens at work too. It's like if you work for any company,
Oh yeah,
if you look bad, you make everybody look bad.
yeah,
And it sucks with the law enforcement because it shouldn't be like that. Or at least we should at least acknowledge the good ones as well as acknowledge the bad ones and be just equal transparency when it comes to that. But again, man, it sucks to have that type of job. It's not easy. A lot of people, like I said, criticize them. But there is some good police officers out there. And I've met a lot of them, man. Just all you got to do is just talk to them, and get that bias out of your head to be like, oh, you know what? Right away, it's like, oh, this pig or this police officer's dirty. Like, nah, man, they're not all like that. Yeah. Is there some dirty ones? Hell yeah. I've met dirty ones too. Let me tell you. But with something like this, it's like, it's like they're doing their job. They're just, trying to respond to a call. And guess what, man? They're never going to see their loved ones again. And it's tough, man. I would not want to be put in that position because it's crazy, man. But, you hear about these stories a lot out here in LA. Because, again, you don't know. There's so many crazy people. And like Beast was saying, they were up against some, gang member that, for him, it's like shooting at cops was obviously nothing. Like he didn't care about that. So it's tough, man. It's tough.
In any of our past episodes, I always said that nobody should go out that way, because it's not cool, And then it's like you said, I have met at my job. There's many cops, and then the ones I have met, they're pretty cool and shit, I haven't really met bump into think why I feel like it's a bad cop and shit. Usually the ones that I know and shit, they're pretty cool and shit. They seem cool and shit. I haven't had no bad vibes and shit. But yeah, bro, like it's fucked up how that shit end up and they get ambushed. And it's crazy because before that there was another one in San Fernando Valley, but they did a traffic stop, and then fucking and then she shoots the cop, and they were in a 12-hour manhunt and shit, and then thankfully they got the guy and shit. It was in San Fernando Valley, and after that, dude, the next day we got those two cops killed and shit, so. And those those cops, they're going through some shit right now.
Yeah, it sucks, bro. It sucks really bad, but we're gonna go back to another one here because and it's kind of hard staying on this topic a little bit. But there was a gym owner in North Hollywood.
Fuck that.
And straight up, man. Apparently, he was holding gym session, and some of his clients that were in the gym, they were accustomed to buying juices from some vendor that would come outside, And this was out of nowhere, like he noticed that, right? And they caught him on camera, man. And this is what I'm telling you, man. Technology is cool because they're catching these fools. People aren't easily getting away
Yes,
with this
sir.
shit anymore, right? He comes out on camera and he starts talking about like, what are you, I don't want these Mexicans here, and I'm paraphrasing. Uh, and at one point he saw like, this is not a Mexican hangout, and he wants them out of there, and then later on in the interview, when he comes out, he kind of diverts it and starts saying that he's been having trouble with some of his employees, which has nothing to do with what he said, you know, and that it was taken out of content. Like, nah, motherfucker, you knew what you were saying. And this is where you get put in check, man, because not only were you caught on camera, there was a lot of people that were calling that gym and, you know, just letting them know how racist he was, and he was exposed, man. He was brought into light of who he really is. So I hope that fool loses all his members and he gets no membership just for acting a fool, man. Do people deserve second chances? Fuck yeah, all the time. But when
But
somebody
not that
comes out like
bitch.
that, for somebody just working honestly, man, fuck that guy.
First of all, the pride or with the Nazis and shit, you know, being hate and racism and shit, you know. So then
Yeah.
we got this motherfucker talking about, oh, go back to Mexico or to your land, Mexico, whatever the fuck, bitch. Where was that person selling this shit, the juices or whatever the fuck? Because apparently he's allegedly saying that he was inside his gym, fucking selling the juices, whatever the fuck, you know. But it was actually outside his gym. Tell me the fuck. Well, I think that's what it says right here that it was outside the gym. But do you own that fucking that outside of the gym and shit? Are you the owner of that shit? That spot where he was at and shit? Like, no and shit, you know? Fuck that fool, because that's not a way to come at somebody, even if it was outside your gym. That's not a way to come somebody and be like, oh, like, you know, we don't want no Mexicans, or go back to Mexican and do your shit. Nah, bitch, you're supposed to go polite and be like, hey, you know, you think you could, you know, go find another place and this and that. I'm not trying to, you know, like, but either regardless and shit, that vendor was, or whoever it was, is not stealing and shit. He's not fucking robbing people. Hey, he's trying to get the bread of the day, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let them do it. They're hustling for a reason and shit, you know. So he ain't doing
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad to you and shit. If
Yep.
anything, if anything, if you're lucky enough, he's gonna get you more members into your fucking gym and shit, you know. Like, hey, give me some
Yep.
juice and shit. Like, hey, bro, like, let them live. Me personally, bro, I've never been an owner of nothing, but hey, like, just, you know, regardless if it's whatever race it is, bro, raza, white, black, I don't give a fuck, you know. Hey, bro, do your thing, bro. I'm not gonna hate, bro. We all need a hustle and shit, you know. We all need a side hustle and shit. So he's trying to get money, bro. He ain't stealing. He ain't doing no harm to you. He ain't doing nothing to you, bro. He's just trying to make money out of for the day, bro. You don't know what this everything expensive and shit. What kind of you know, what kind of money he needs and shit to pay his stuff and shit. You know, like, to me, it's just he doesn't harm you. He doesn't bug you. You know, he's not in your inside your territory and shit. Do your thing, bro. You doing your hustle and shit. He said he was in his gym is in Hollywood and shit location, and then he just think he's, and for him I think he does videos working out while smoking. What kind of shit is that, bro? Like, you fucking stupid, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that fool and shit. You know? And then he, like you say, he did an interview, and then he said that the video got a little bit out of context and shit. No, bitch, you make that shit like that and shit. Don't come out fucking don't come out trying to be the victim now, because when they record your fucking ass, you act like you were gonna fuck that fool up and shit. Like, act like all tough and shit. So fuck that fool. Um, you know, stop racism, bro. Like, the people, if people ain't harming you and shit, and even if you don't want the people or like near your shit, whatever, just be like, hey, bro, like, you think you go to another spot or another place because I can, you know, I can't have you this and that, but don't come and saying like, yeah, go back to Mexico, this and that, like. Bro, like, what the fuck? If they're here for a reason and shit. They're here to fucking make money, to send money to their families, whatever the fuck they are and shit. As long as they're not stealing, they're not harassing you. They're not doing nothing bad to you, no harm to you. Dude, let them do their shit, bro. Let them get their side piece and shit. You know what I mean?
And two more things on that note, and I'll be done because these stories kind of piss me off sometimes.
That's already pissed me
One,
off.
like you said, man, if that guy was smart, he would have teamed up with those Mexicans
Hell yeah.
and been like, you know what? People like your juice, man. Why don't you come here at this time, beginning or at the end, so it won't disrupt his gym and sell your juices, but give me a percentage. He has nothing to do. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't even have to do shit, but let people sell their juice there. And obviously, they must have been healthy juices because people are loving them, right? But the second one is the one that kills me the most, Beast. And check this one out. The guy comes out, and when he's talking and he's caught on camera, that fool has a mean fucking accent. So what does that tell me? That him himself or his family are immigrants to this country.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. And look at his name, bro. His name is fucking immigrant galore. So to me, for you to come out and put another culture down that migrated here, you're a fucking idiot. You're a straight dummy. You don't know what you're doing. Get your head together. All those fucking steroids that got you fucked up already from working out. But
For real.
that's it for me on that topic, bro, because the guy is not intelligent at all.
Taurisian and shit, whatever the fucking name is, but fuck you, fuck that fool. Like you said, you know, if it would be smart enough, it'd be like, hey, bro, like, you know, I'm like I said, I never been an owner and shit, but if I was an owner, not because I'm just a raza and shit, if he was white, black, Asian, I don't give a fuck what race to you, but if you're there outside fucking selling some shit outside my fucking business, whatever the fuck, and it's good, hey, bro, you know what? Let's talk some business and shit. Maybe I could get you some shit, a little spot inside my fucking in my little business. We talk about numbers and shit, and we go from there. But I'm never gonna be like, hey, bro, go back to whatever the fuck you came from and shit to your land now, bro. Like, because if they're doing that, they're for a reason, bro. We all have fucking side hustles and shit. We all need some extra little money, bro. He's not stealing. He's not harassing you. He's not harming you on no fucking type of way. So I'm ending like this and shit. Fucking stop fucking racism, bro. We don't need this shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, Beast. I like that, man. But we got a trippy one on this one, man. We had the live Spider-Man, and I know you sent me this one, and I was like, what the hell?
No, I didn't send it to you, bro. We were having lunch when we seen that shit.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's what it was. We were having lunch, and one of the screens, this popped out, and I wasn't paying attention, but Beast told me, he saw like, damn, look at that fool. That fool's climbing that tall ass building with no harness, no rope, nothing. I was like, what the fuck?
And I thought it was a fool that cleans the windows and shit.
It was a trip though, man, because the building, how tall was the building? I know you were telling me because that shit had no volume.
It was a 50-story building and shit.
That's a tall fucking building, man. But this fool was free climbing it. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He just started climbing up and up and up. That was crazy to see that dude like that, man. It tripped me out.
Yeah, when I seen that shit, bro, I was like, what the fuck this was doing? Even before I said something to you, I was like, what the fuck this was doing? And then like I told you like, hey, bro, like check this file out and shit, you know. And then whatever, you know, they went to commercials and shit. And then when I came back, I was like, oh shit, like what the fuck? And it says right there that a guy climbs in a building and shit. So apparently, it was at the Mount Tower in Oklahoma and shit. You know, this guy, I didn't think I got his name, or I don't think they mentioned his name. I don't know. Maybe there is a name, but from what I have from here, so this guy started climbing and shit. This building, 50 stories and shit, and he got up high to 700 feet off the ground and shit. You know, so he was already up high. The reason why he started climbing this building because he's anti-abortion and shit. You know, so we're not gonna get like to that deep into that conversation and shit. That's a whole different type of shit. But to me, I just like, man, like you're really gonna with no fucking secure nothing climbing that building. You're really gonna do that shit like that? Like I was like, damn, bro, like it's crazy. I would, me personally and shit. This is my opinion. This is me. I will not do that shit. I'm already scared of heights and shit. So fuck that. That fool's already 700 feet and shit. So I ain't gonna do that shit, my boy. Like fuck that.
It's just like if you think like one slip and that story would have been a whole different title on that. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I trip out because okay, like you say, it'll be one slip and it'll be a whole different scene or title and shit, and then we were never gonna know why he did it and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
it's
true,
crazy,
man.
bro. But yeah, he make it. He did get caught for I think trespassing and shit. They got him for trespassing. I know that they did an interview, but I didn't catch the interview and shit. I just heard about something little here and there. And but yeah, he got arrested for trespassing and shit. He did went up 700 feet off the ground. He's anti-abortion, and yeah, bro, people, if you're gonna do some shit like that, man, just think about it twice, man. There's other ways you could protest things, you know what I mean? Like if you're against or anti whatever it is, there's other ways to do it and shit, but not the way of climbing, bro. Like you're gonna put your life at risk like that, like man, But hey, he only knows why he did it. That's his opinion. We respect his opinion and shit. Like I said, we're not gonna get deep into that abortion type of why he did it. But yeah, man, like we respect his decision and shit, that's him and shit, But there's other ways that you could protest, but not like how he did it and shit,
And it's funny because you're right. I think I saw his mugshot, and on one of his mugshots, like that guy's like straight smiling, like he didn't
Yeah,
even
like he
feel
was
like
proud,
oh
bro.
damn, I got arrested. Like yeah, he was just smiling, like I guess he got his point across, and like I said, man, luckily there was no slips where like that would have been a whole different story right there, man.
Yeah, like I was like, man, but I seen that shit and I was just like, man, like I don't know why you're gonna do some shit like that, But only he knows why he did it and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's on him.
Bees, like, damn, bro, I'm looking at the news right now. We have a pursuit going on, bro. Like,
Live.
it's just live, bro. Let's
Oh,
put it
put
on
that
right
on for the
now.
viewers right quick.
Hell yeah. Hey, like I said, if you guys are watching this and shit, comment down below if you guys saw this pursuit by the time we drop this episode and shit. Comment down below and shit.
Offense Lawson through the red.
How much money that fool crashes, bro?
If he's under the influence, I'll pay like $20, man. I got you lunch tomorrow, bro.
Fuck el lomo.
Lomo saltado. Oh,
CHP.
Damn, that's crazy.
A DUI suspect, you're looking at it now. Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
I'm Giovanna Lotto. This is
Hello,
Eyewitness
Mark
News at
Brown.
10 o'clock. Let's get right to Chris Christie live over this pursuit in Air 7 HD.
That fool's not drunk,
Chris,
fool. I
is
bet
this
you that fool
pursuit
either has a gun in the car or that fool has a
warrant
warrant that he knows he's going to go to jail for a cool minute. He don't want to do it.
This driver has jumped off of the freeway now, traversing in the 710 freeway originally by the LA County Sheriff's Department, chased him all the way through downtown LA up through the East LA interchange. He hopscotched his way through Highland Park into Pasadena almost, and then basically touched every single freeway in downtown before getting back on the southbound side of the 5 free tools at their disposal here. A right turn off of Washington onto Bluff Road, a much quieter road, and that might provide an opportunity for that pit.
Yeah, it looks like it's residential on one
Wait, can you
side
hear
and kind of vegetation on the other. So that would be a
now
good
going
spot.
into the neighborhood. Yeah, making a right into the neighborhood now, down one of those surface streets here, right smack dab in the middle of this neighborhood off of Frankel Avenue and 4th Street. So a little more dangerous here. Obviously, you have the potential
If you guys
of
were watching this,
that
comment
could be
down
crossing the street,
below
folks out walking
when
their
this
dog
shit
before
drops.
bed. You can see he is now in an alleyway off of 4th Street, trying to make his way back towards Washington, whether he's familiar with where he's going here or whether,
he's
just
right
making it up as he goes along. Really anybody's guess.
Yeah, he's right on his ass, bro. That fool ain't going nowhere with the chopper on top.
There's some people out there standing next to a car that were watching this happen by. I don't know if they were, who knows if they were spectators or if they may some way have some acquaintance with what's going on. We've seen that any number of times. As he continues down Bluff Road, this is his second go-around on Bluff Road, making that little circle there, now continuing on Bluff Road and Date Street. But, yeah, this would be a great place for a pit if they could do it, if they can keep him off the residential streets. Now he's back on the residential street.
Bro, that car doesn't even look fast, my boy. They should have been pit maneuvering his ass.
No, I'm just commenting that the
It's
only
like a
upside is
RAV4
that
and
very
shit.
few cars
Four-cylinder.
on the road, thankfully, at this late hour, 10 o'clock. People are inside their homes typically. Hopefully, no other
Well,
vehicle.
if you guys are watching this, comment down below. I know I already said it a couple times and shit, but by the time it drops and shit, let us know if you guys were watching this with the same pursuit of us and shit, you know. Yo, Beats, we still have that $20 going on, or
Yeah, hell yeah. I still think that food crashes.
let's go.
Available right away, although they're surely communicating with the sheriff's department. However, a pit maneuver certainly available to them if they have an opportunity. But you can see there's some cross traffic in this neighborhood
Right there,
here as he comes up on this intersection, making the left turn with them, now going away from that neighborhood back down Bluff Road. This is all territory that we have been through just in the last couple of minutes that we have joined you here for the top of the 10 o'clock show. You can see he is now slowing down a little bit. And now making a left, I think.
That's that same alley,
that's
isn't
the
it?
same
Yeah.
exact
Right.
alleyway.
Oh, he knows that spot,
Yep,
bro.
there's
I
people
think that's
there.
the
There's
same
some food walking
alleyway.
right
You
there,
see
look.
folks communicating with that woman.
Oh,
I think that's a cell phone in her hand. And they are
Nope,
it
get back
looks
in.
like this may be a family member or
Yeah.
somebody who knows him. And you could get the sense
yeah, that's
he is
crazy. That was
definitely
his mom or
more
his
familiar
grandma,
with this
bro.
neighborhood than we thought. Definitely
Imagine.
aware of where he is. These are not necessarily random turns. He's basically circling this neighborhood, traversing a lot of the same streets over and over again.
Something to think about here, too, that just occurred to me as you saw those, as he stopped and those CHP officers got out of their car. It has to be on their mind what happened to one of their fellow officers just 2 nights ago in Studio City when a traffic stop ended with a suspect shooting at them. So the amount of caution that they must be thinking about having to use, and the fact that, you never know what you're facing. And that's entering into their minds as well. It has to be. And yet they still do their jobs. Yet they are still pursuing this person to try to bring this person to heal and maintain safety on the streets of L.A. It is something that we can only imagine, but that they are having to go through and deal with right now. Again, circling this neighborhood. So maybe he's going to try to bail. Maybe, what do you think, Chris?
I think he's probably going to take this as far as he can until he runs out of gas. He just seems to be enjoying the ride at this point.
How much you want to bet that fool gets out of the car and starts running?
Fuck. I think he would have done it already. Like, honestly, just because he's circling around the same neighborhood, I think
The
he
same alley
lives
again,
around
look.
there. Yeah, he knows people there, or he lives there, bro. And
But let me see what's going on.
low key, he might just give up.
Intervene here. You have to wonder, again, with the original one was possible DUI.
I tell him
So
to get
not
away from the car.
knowing, you see,
This is how you
we're
get
gonna
hurt,
keep this
no?
at a distance here because we do not
Yep.
know what's about to happen here. It looks like that driver's side
You need to
window.
block the other side of that alley,
Maybe
man. They already
she's-
know he's gonna keep going through there.
The CHP officer is back, but they are telling her to back off. So a tenuous situation, always a risky situation, regardless of
That
the
has
spots
to
that
be
you
now,
mentioned,
bro.
Mark. And now,
Oh, boy.
Yep.
driver's side
Oh, that fool
window
looks
popping
mean.
open. Driver's side door popping
Damn.
open. A confrontation.
Wow.
With that
He's trying to
spectator
protect-
there.
She's
Look
trying
at
to
this.
shield him. She's
She
trying
is
to shield
trying
him
to
with her
shield
body.
him.
I know that's
right.
mom, bro.
Oh,
That's
that fool's
right. She's
stupid.
trying-
Oh.
Anything in his hands?
There's either
Just give yourself up,
nothing in his
stupid.
hands. Nothing in his
Dang, you see the
hands. See,
laser?
they have their firearms
Yeah.
aimed
They're on that
squarely
fool.
at
He ain't going nowhere no more.
She is now in
Laser
danger.
sights.
She is as much involved as he is at this point. They are going to treat this as they would any other situation because they have to assume that both of these people pose a danger. They don't want anybody to get hurt. They want this to come to a peaceful resolution. But if these two individuals do not keep their hands visible and start complying with the orders of those officers, it becomes much, much riskier. You
Wow.
see, she's very animated.
Yeah,
she's
she's
yelling
animated.
at them,
Filming that shit,
please,
too.
please, please. He said,
Oh,
"Please
yeah.
drop the keys." He did drop the keys. The keys are on the ground. That's a good sign. The keys are on the ground. We already have information he's under the influence, and she is trying to calm things down. She means well. She
he's-
means well.
And now he's hugging
But-
her. Oh,
Yeah.
Because you know you're
She
about to
means
go in
well.
for a cool minute.
we don't know who she is to him, but
This is mom stupid or grandma.
she is trying to protect. She's putting her own life at risk to protect him.
The quickest way for this thing to be resolved is exactly
There it
what's
is.
happening.
Yeah,
For them to
there you
separate
go.
themselves from
Fuck.
each other so the officers can take this guy into custody
Yeah.
peacefully.
And the other piece of
That's
this
right.
is the passenger in there. They now officers
And
are
there is.
approaching.
There's a
the
shit, there's
other
a
side.
passenger right
passenger?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was 2 people.
Passenger
Hands
door open, hands up. She's
Oh,
complying.
it's some
She's
shit.
cooperating, and she is giving up.
It was like,
Now,
fuck
they
it,
will
just arrest me, bitch.
carefully
Hurry up.
approach him here.
Pretty
He's
much,
not
bro.
exactly following their instructions, but at least they've been able to pull
that's
that
still going
relative
on?
aside. I assume it's a relative,
They still
but at
haven't
least
cuffed
she is
him.
now out of harm's way. He is laying down.
Better keep his
Please
hands
keep
visible.
those hands
Damn.
visible.
I see
That
that
is the
laser
thing.
on that
That's the
fool.
thing,
2
Mark.
lasers on
Those
that fool.
hands,
Damn.
all
Right
eyes
on
are
his
on
head,
those
look.
hands.
You
He's
see,
very
you
baggy.
see what they aim at the lasers?
Already through
At his head, my
the
boy. They're
vehicle,
trying to take
and
him
now-
out.
Yeah, like what the fuck, bro?
There's like so many other places they could put that
Contiguous
shit on his legs so he won't run. But they put it right on his head.
Oh, another one?
Another passenger coming
Estaba
to the
llena
left.
esa madre, güey.
Oh.
And that girl's a raver. She got that backpack on. Look, I know she wasn't going to school at no
Fresh,
10
fresh,
at
fresh. That's how
night.
we do it. Look, look, look.
Peaceful and about as good of a situation
Oh,
as any
they're
of us could have
fighting.
ever hoped for. Look at this.
Hey,
a
what,
little
the
bit of a
mom?
scuffle here.
No, the mom
She is going to be
too.
placed under arrest.
Oh,
She is not
No.
cooperating. She means well, but she is very
She's
obviously.
She's in
Obviously,
for it.
a lot
oh,
of
they
emotions,
slammed her
a lot
down,
of
my
emotion.
boy.
And
Now everybody's getting agitated. He's
Every-
getting agitated now too.
Well,
yeah,
because
it's a
he's
lot.
seeing how
Yeah,
they're
they're
treating
based.
her.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, this could get ugly.
Putting up a struggle, but at least I think he's handcuffed, and I think she is as well. Or they're trying to cuff her. He is handcuffed, and
Oh, they threw
despite the
something at
struggle,
them,
it
bro.
does appear that this is coming to an end.
Oh,
Wow. Well, and now
They threw
neighbors are
something at
gathered.
him.
We don't know if these
Yeah,
are
look.
neighbors, family members.
get the fuck
Who've also
inside.
gathered.
flashing.
They've got their phones out. Very tense. And this again, it bears mentioning. This takes place against the backdrop of a very violent 24-hour period for law enforcement in Southern California. They're still having to do their jobs, do the same things they had to do before. But 48 hours
Damn,
ago,
my
one
boy,
of
that's
their
GP out
officers
there
that
Comment
was
down
was
below
filming
what you
this
guys think
shit,
about
bro.
this scene, man, because this is going
involving a traffic
crazy,
stop.
bro.
So they have to have all of that on their minds as this is happening. They want everybody to go home safely. They want to go home safely. They did not, to their credit. I mean, you didn't see anybody getting trigger happy there or anything like that. But
So yeah, B. So we have a shout out to everybody from TikTok and shit. Started following us. Shout out to everybody that started following us on all platforms and shit. But we growing in TikTok and shit. But we have a comment. Somebody commented the past weekend on one of our posts. So El Compa 117 wants to know what other projects or what other plans that we have for our podcast. Meaning, like, are we gonna have guests? Are we gonna interview other people and shit in our podcast and shit? And yeah, bro, what's your answer for that?
Well, me and you've been bouncing a lot of ideas and what we have in the future. And we're just starting, man. So, yes, the answer to you, Compa 117, we do have a lot of more ideas to come. And one of your suggestions is what we've been talking about is to have some guests on, different guests from all different topics. And, just interesting people that we feel that you guys will enjoy listening to, the knowledge they have to offer. But yes, that's the answer. Like, we have a lot more projects coming, and we're definitely going to interview some awesome people. So stay tuned, people.
So yeah, to El Compa 117, bro. I know I did reply to you. But I was gonna like I told you, I was just check out our episode 5 where I'm gonna answer your question. So, like I said, when we got into this and shit, this podcast, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, but how you gonna get a guest? How are you gonna get a interview people and shit like that?" I did say that not everybody has the same ability like other podcasts and shit. So me and Biz we're trying to prove that no matter what platform you use and shit, which you still can make it happen, you know. So we are trying to we do have other ideas and shit. We're trying to interview people, have guests in our podcast and shit, and then go from there. You know, we're just trying to. But for us, it's just like, dude, if we have this platform right now and shit, it's here for a reason and shit, you know. So if we're just trying to prove to everybody that, you know, show people that that we could do it, you know what I mean? Like it takes time, yeah, fuck yeah, it takes time and shit, you know. But you know, but we're gonna that's when you work hard, you dedicate it to you to where you want to reach your goal and shit, and yeah and shit. So Compa 117 and shit, we are trying to do we have other plans, other projects that we're trying to do and shit. Hopefully it goes good. And yeah, you know, there goes your answer and shit. But shout out to you for following us and commenting on the post and shit, you know.
Yeah, and to be honest and give you a little bit more, compa 117, you don't even know how many times me and Beast uh are trying to do this whole podcast, and how much obstacles we have to go through, how much uh things we have to battle through. But you know what? At the end of the day, like Beast was saying, man, we just want to have fun with it. We laugh at everything, and we keep going. You know, we keep going. And like he
Yeah,
said, right now we're doing this for now. Who knows what's coming in the future? But I do
yeah,
know it's going to get better, because every time you do it, the more you work at it, you get better. You learn more things, and you get to meet a lot more people.
yes,
So
sir.
for sure, our thing is that also to show that, and like he said, man, anybody could do it. Start from the bottom, man. A lot of people start from the bottom. You don't have a lot of money, hey, it doesn't matter, man. Start where you
Mm-hmm.
can. And there's a lot of free applications where you could just basically start from nothing, and you know, do what you like to do, and have fun. And I think that's, at the
Yeah,
end of the day, that's what should be about, man. Have fun. Don't expect to get rich, super famous, and none of that. Like, that's not even in for me, man. Like, I like to have fun. And you guys should see, like, the behind the scenes, like all the stupid shit that we laugh about, all the stupid shit that we come across, and that we don't put, because you know, we're trying to make this a little bit more professional for you guys. But hopefully, you know, we've been talking about doing like a short video of like all the shit that, you
behind
know,
the
I
scenes.
think you guys will laugh about too.
Yeah. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like we said, you know, we all gotta start from somewhere, you know? Obviously from the ground and shit, and work up and shit, you know. People that we could do it, you know, like, or anybody could do it, you know. I'm pretty sure we're not the first ones that have a podcast, you know, doing like a live video, you know what I mean? But there's other podcasts that I'm pretty sure they're doing it, but we're just trying to show people, like, you know, that no matter what, you could do it, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid of doing it, shit, you know, like, you know, like basically not everybody has the money and shit. We're not saying we don't have the money or anything, but it's just what I mean about different abilities, like, you know, the place or the spots, you know, the other podcasts having shit, you know. So we found this platform. Hey, if we started doing this shit, we talked about it and shit, and then, you know, to me it's like, you know, we barely started and shit, you know, like B said, like, you never know near the future what's gonna hold on for us and shit, you know, like, but that we have other plans and other projects, yeah, we definitely be doing shit, and we have other maybe other shit that we could throw in there, but I'm not gonna say and shit. We're gonna wait for other episodes, and yeah, bro. So, but hopefully everything goes good and shit. You know, it just take it episode by episode. You know what I mean? Like they say, take it day by day and shit. You know?
And it's crazy because the proof is out there. Like, if you look at it, and whether you're using Instagram, you're using TikTok, whatever platform you like view to look at people that do content and have fun with it, you know that there's the ones that you follow that you're like, damn, these guys are funny, or this dude's super creative in what he does, and you subscribe to them and you follow them and whatever they
Yeah.
do. There's so many of them out there, man. I know I have a couple favorite ones that when they come on, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be funny, and you just roll, you crack up. That's what it's about, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so shout out to Compa 117. Just stay tuned, man. Because hey, sometimes we don't even know what the fuck to expect on the next episode. You know, it's because, you know, like it's just you know, we just live it. We just go day by day and then episode by episode. You know, so but yeah, just stay tuned and shit, and then, you know, keep watching us. You know, support us. Thanks for the support, and, you know, we go from there, bro.
Cool.
But we have a big TikTok influencer and shit. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen them. I'm pretty sure you guys already heard of them and shit. El Team Como Estoy Perro.
Perro.
Edgar 3104. With his wife Marlene, you know. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to trying to get follow reviews. Nah, bro. Actually, I had came in contact with him because that's one of like El Compa 117 that she saw. This is what I'm trying to. This is why we're trying to get. What we're gonna talk about right now. I came in contact with him because I am trying to hopefully have him in our podcast. You know, we talk, cool dude and shit, humble as fuck. You know, shout out to you, Edgar. He actually called. We actually exchanged numbers. He called me, and we had a good conversation. So our goal is to have him in our podcast. We exchange numbers, like I said. Talk to him again, see what he says and shit. Tell him about I already told him a little bit about podcast, and so we had a conversation. Our goal is to have him on our podcast. And then him and his wife, shout out to his wife Marlene, and hopefully we get him here and shit, soon and shit. So if you watch this, bro, I hope we could have you on our podcast, bro. It'll be so dope and shit, like because I'm in your team como estoy perro hashtag is I think I didn't know TikTok has like how many views or how many hashtags they use and shit, and the como estoy perro hashtag. He has like 8 million something people using that shit, so shout out to you, bro.
All right.
Thanks for giving me a call that one day and shit. Hopefully we could get you in here, man, and it'll be so dope and shit. It'll be fun and shit. And yeah, man, but keep doing what you're doing and shit. I remember the reason why we came in contact was because he was trying to go on I think top 20 on TikTok in the United States or some shit, if I'm not mistaken. And he actually went top 20 on number 17 and shit. So shout out to you, bro. You keep doing what you're doing and shit. You definitely make me and Beast laugh and shit. Now I'm pretty sure millions of people that follow you make laugh. Dude, like I love how you guys are. I know it's just content and shit, but yeah, I love how you guys are always toxic like a motherfucker. So yeah, bro, keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to you and shit. And hopefully, pretty soon, one day we're having a podcast. And we go from there and shit because I
really like how they always incorporate stuff that they like, stuff from their lives, from their personal lives.
Yeah,
but they twist it in a way to make skits to make people laugh. And you guys do make people laugh, man, because I'm telling you, like that's one of my power couple there that I watch, and I've been laughing for months watching their content, bro. It's just it's so genius the way they come up with this stuff, and that would be cool. Like if we could get them into the podcast and kind of dissect that a little bit, like the genius behind all these skits and how you came about, how you guys met, how everything developed. Was it easy?
Yeah.
And again, let people know, man, that anything's possible, man. Like these platforms just give us the liberty to do anything we want. And the fact that you guys use comedy with it is what really gets me excited to get you guys into the podcast. Because again, man, who doesn't love to laugh? Like that's what we need more of in this world, laughter.
Yeah.
And you guys bring it out to people's homes, people's telephones, and I applaud you guys, and big shout out to you guys. Hope to have you guys on the podcast.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, back again, anything's possible, bro. I remember I was on his live on TikTok, and when I was there, like I didn't even think it doesn't hurt to try, bro. So I comment real quick, and then he actually shot us out, So I was like, oh shit, and I told him, hey, we started talking. He's like, hey, shoot me your number. So boom, thankfully, he called me back and shit because I thought he was not gonna call me back and shit. So he called me back. We talked for a little bit. And tell him a little bit about our podcast, and hopefully, we could get him through our podcast and shit. He could see what our podcast is about, and but yeah, man, shout out to him. Un saludo para el compa Edgar and shit. Como estoy perro? Yeah, so follow Edgar and shit. Follow his wife Marlene. Their TikToks are fucking funny as fuck. But yeah, shout out to that fool, man, and thank you for giving me a call back, bro. Hopefully we could get into our podcast, and it'll be so dope and shit. You know, it'll be fun and shit. You know.
Thanks to everybody, man, that has been watching, supporting, listening. Obviously, we hear it and we see it, and thanks for the feedback. And again, keep dropping them because we read them. I know Beast is really good about reading everybody's comments and what you guys have to say and your opinions. It matters. So yeah, keep dropping them, man. We appreciate you guys, and again, much love because we need it in this world. Yeah, peace out, people. Peace.
Hey, yeah, so if you guys want us to have como estoy perro on our podcast, start tagging him and shit, you know, and then let's see what we could do and shit. Shout out for everybody tuning in our episodes. Shout out for everybody for watching our episodes and shit. Shout out for everybody following us on the platforms and shit. TikTok, IG, Twitter, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Hey, thank you for all your support. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, IG. Subscribe to our YouTube and shit so you can know when we drop our episodes and shit. Beats, anything else you want to say? That's it?
That's it, my boy. Stay tuned. We got more bombs to drop, so let's get it.
Yes, sir. All right, peeps. So stay safe. Be careful. Keep your heads up and shit. And French Bite Podcast. And we freaking out, bro.
Hell yeah.
Peace.